What up, peeps? Mr. Bones back at you for another Dollar Tree Theater. And what we're going to be talking about is The Curse of Robert. The last Dollar Tree Theater I did was on the first one, which was a pretty good movie, enjoyable, and now we're on the sequel, which is The Curse of Robert. This was made in 2016, directed by Andrew Jones, and written by Andrew Jones, starring Chris Bell, Lee Bain, and Tiffany Siri. Says a cash-strapped student who starts working the night shift at a museum suspects that one of the exhibits, a creepy vintage doll named Robert, is alive and wreaking havoc after hours. The main cast here is Emily Barker as Tiffany Siri and Jason Homewood as Kevin Underwood. So this movie starts off with this guy who owns a museum who paid someone to steal Robert the doll from an evidence room in a jail and to put in his museum to attract people and make money. And this young girl, Tiffany, starts working there, and she's creeped out by the doll, and it starts off with the doll fucking with her. Like, she'll see handprints on the glass case that he's in when she's cleaning it, and she realizes it's there from the inside. She's freaked out. She tells the main lady that she works for, and no one believes her. And just slowly Robert starts picking off everybody that works at the museum. The main people that work in here is her and two guys, a younger guy that likes her and an older guy. The older guy gets picked off by Robert, and he's more animated in this one. You don't really see him do anything in the first one. It's just insinuated that he's killing people. In this one, you see him pop out and like do stabbing motions and stuff, so he's more animated, which is cool. And he kills the first guy with a plastic bag over his head, suffocates him, and he slowly just starts picking people off. And they connect this movie to the first one by the two young people, Tiffany and Kevin. They go to visit the mother from the original first movie that's in a mental hospital, and she tells them all she knows about what happened to her and about the original owner and about Agatha, their maid, and that she had a brother. And so they all think that the museum owner is the brother of Agatha, and they're trying to get him to admit it and try to figure shit out. And like I said, Robert just is slowly picking everybody that works at the museum off. It's a pretty good movie, enjoyable. This one kind of reminds me of Puppet Master and a Full Moon movie. At the very end, after everybody's dead, some cop takes him back to his original owner, which is some old toy maker that reminds me of Toulon, and puts him on a shelf with a bunch of other dolls, and all the dolls start moving and looking at each other. These are pretty good movies. I think I enjoyed the first one a little bit more than this one, but this one was cool too. Curse of Robert. So that's the second one. I've reviewed two of them now. I will be putting the link to my review of the first one in the description box. Anyway, that's what I watched. I'd recommend checking it out. It's pretty cool. Peace.